Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tokyo Dark Remembrance, where we are in New Game Plus mode, and things are going to get really bad really fast because we're using the guide. And I know what's coming because we are now full-blown hunting for stuff. Yeah, and because we're hunting for stuff, we're going to wind up with an ending where Ito doesn't make it and it's done by her own hand. And that's the ending we're about to do. And, yeah. That's going to be tough for me to get through. But now that we are using the full-blown guide that I have on hand, even though that it's kind of acting weird on me right now, we are going to resume by going into our broken memories. And no, we don't go into broken memories because we actually have a continued hard save point. Forgot about that. Yep, here we are. Back in the apartment. Okay. So, yep, here we are. Back in the apartment. Okay. So, we've done part of this before. We look at the laptop. We read this. Koski must have been looking at it before he left. I vaguely remember all of this stuff. I don't think any of this is different from the last iteration from the previous version to auto skip dialogue. Quickly read. The shrine repaying all the patterns of the case has been working for the last few months. Yukimura's been giving him hell, saying that such a minor case makes it well, as always. He won't give it up. Can't say I get it either, honestly. Chasing after some weird kids and vandals isn't his style. It's weird, he's been kind of obsessive about this case, but when I ask him for details, he shrugs me off. Maybe I'll ask him about it when he comes back. Where is he anyway? It's a bit exhausting with somebody who's on his own schedule at the time. At least he bought coffee before he left, otherwise he'd be in a world of hurt. Okay. We then, talk to our fluffy cat.
Yes.
Good morning, Lady Fluffington. How are you today? I still say it's a dumb name for a cat. Yeah, all this is the same dialogue as the last time. Pick up the cat toy. Then we go back to the living room. We play. For the life of me, I can't figure out why you love this thing so much. Well, whatever the reason, glad it makes you happy. Kinda wish there was a better way to... Yeah, I kinda wish there was a better way to track endings on the Switch version. And I kinda hate how the PSN version appears to be completely delisted. Yes, I am. I'm drinking a lot of stuff right now. I need to keep my. This game does hurt my voice to do some of the voices. Like Yumi. Hello, neighbor. I honestly can't remember what I did with Yumi. She's just a mid character. I honestly can't remember what I did with Yumi. She's just a mid character. Unless she becomes really relevant, excuse me, in the other story path we can do. Hey. Excuse me. In the other story path we can do. Hey, a station I've never been to before. Yes, there's somehow seen it all before. It's like I'm watching a memory play out that I'm helpless to change. I'm trapped in this moment being drawn towards something I can't stop. Something with a violent end. People are always living in the past. Everything we've experienced is filtered through our brains as it happens. If we could step back and do it again, would anything change? I mean, considering this is our second playthrough, I'm pretty sure there is new... Anything change? I mean, considering this is our second playthrough, I'm pretty sure there is new... Her face. Okay, we're gonna override memory 6 again. Okay. So, I forgot how to run for a moment. We can pretty much ignore almost everything. Red markings for investigation. No, we don't need to enter that. I'm gonna need to look up at a later point where to find all the cats. Need to fish it out to disturb it. Look at the bamboo. Break it with bare hands. Shoot to break free! Yeah, we get the bamboo. I can't believe that makes us lose sanity. Using the broken bamboo, I can easily push the object out of the water without disturbing it. Train pass. With the red paint, I should go to the station and see who it belongs to. Then we go back to the train station. And Magira. I remember Magira. This guy's a... I don't like him. Ask about the train pass. I'm gonna skip that scene. Because, again, we already know it all too well. Look in. Dark room covered in dust. Hopefully somebody actually lives here. Here's this teeny bitty bitty home. What was that? Sound like it came from behind me. We enter to trigger a scene. Excuse the intrusion. I'm with the police. Is anyone here? Mrs. Kawana?
I thought strange.
Huh?
That's what you were going to ask me about, weren't you? My granddaughter? But you already knew that, didn't you? Or Maya's, I mean. Yet you came back anyway.
How do you...
Why did you come back?
I came for something. It's the only way to do what needs to be done. I can't explain it, but I can feel it. The mask.
So you know. So you do know. Your name is Ito, isn't it?
Have we met before? Dude, I'm getting chills already!
I'm not sure. What's happening? The whispers of the mask have always been hard to make out. I always strain to hear one particular voice against a field of hundreds. Today, the voices all said one word in unison. Over and over again, they said Ito. Can you hear that? You must take it from me. It calls out to you. Please. I've suffered enough.
I really do want her K-Punk button.
Are you alright? Are you crying, child?
I don't know. All of a sudden I've got this feeling that I can't go back now, no matter what I do. What were we talking about? Right. Your granddaughter. If you see her, I really need to talk to her.
Yes, fine. You mentioned that when you came in, didn't you? No matter. Leave me in peace.
Part of me didn't want to take it because I knew if I did, it would start all over again. That was the moment that changed everything. But when she extended it towards me, I took it, not because I wanted it or as an act of bravery. I took it because I knew I had already taken it countless times before. It was as it had to be.
Yeah! Okay, we are semi-aware of the time loop. I hate that. I also love it.
I had no choice.
Yeah, no, it's giving me big Zero Escape vibes, and you all know how much I love Zero Escape. I started playing Zero Escape as part of one of my first attempts to do video game live streaming, and I dropped it because Zero Escape takes so long to get through. Yeah, like a true 100% run of the entire Zero Escape trilogy takes so long.
The wave of sickness that overcame me began to fade as I emerged from the old musky Kawana house. Immediately, my mind began to write off what I had experienced as a coincidence, feelings brought on by a lack of sleep and a strange case. After a few lungfuls of the spring air, my headache subsided, and the nausea lessened. With every step I took out the door, the strong emotions I felt while holding the mask got further away as well. Maybe it was the old Kawana woman who had made my mind go to such a strange place. What other explanation could there be? But as I walked away from the house, I stopped and broke into a cold sweat. My skin erupted into goosebumps. Something wasn't right. The mask was still firmly in my grasp. My knuckles had grown white from gripping it so tightly. Why? Why had I held onto it? Before I could think of an answer, a scream from the direction of the shrine broke through my muddled thoughts.
Yeah, we are about to go off the deep end. We're given a lot of save moments. Oh, Ryan, how you doing?
Excuse me. That day of the shrine, I saw Rana for the first time, the girl whom Kazuki had been chasing, and who would be his killer 6 months later. Her eyes kept darting around, making her mental state impossible to read. Until that day, I'd never seen her, but she felt familiar. As I moved toward her, I began to feel uneasy. Held at knife point was Mai Kawana, who must have been dragged there shortly before I arrived. Even in the warm spring air, I remember a shiver going down my spine. Tanaka! What exactly is going on here?
Everything's under control, Ito. Stay behind me.
Who is she? Tell her to go away. If she doesn't, I'll do it. I swear! Please, don't hurt me. I don't know anything, please.
Reina, this is my partner, Detective Ito. I told you to shoot. I told you she'd be coming, remember? See? She's staying right there behind me, just like I said she would. No one's trying to trick you.
What took you so long, Ito? Anyway, tread lightly and follow my lead. It's a timed event. Apparently I'm supposed to actually pay attention to the timed event, but we have things to do, so we're gonna draw a gun! Damn it, Ito, put that thing away.
I told you I'd kill her if there was a gun! I'm sorry, let me go. I don't know anything about a mask. I swear, please don't kill me.
Hey, let's all relax. This is a misunderstanding. Ito wasn't here for that conversation we had, okay? She must have saw the knife and got spooked.
Hi, can you hear me? Reina isn't gonna hurt you. In fact, I don't think she wants...
sorry. Wow, why did I instantly go to the crazy my voice? I'm sorry. Reina voice. Ugh. I'm more tired than I thought. Mai, can you hear me? Reina isn't gonna hurt you. In fact, I don't think she wants to hurt anyone. We're only having a nice conversation, that's all.
I don't trust her. Keep her back!
We won't take one more step. Promise. You know, my partner's a lot smarter than I am. Maybe you should tell her what you told me. About the voices and... what do you call it? Oh, right. The dark. This is... I should have paid closer attention to this scene on the first playthrough, because I'm not sure if this is the same dialogue.
No, I don't want to talk about them. You said you'd make them stop. Can you really?
Like I said, I've met other people like you. They were very sick. But when they came with me, I got them help, and they got better.
I'm sick? It's not real?
That's right. Though I know it seems real, it's not your fault.
It's not?
No, of course not. If I was in your position, I'd be scared too.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
That's right.
No, you're wrong. You can't see it. That's all. What's down there? Eating everything up. Eating me up.
I don't see anything, Reina. It's a beautiful spring day. Nothing more. There's nothing out to get you here.
It's below us all the time. It whispers, shows me things it wants me to do. I can't eat. I can't sleep.
There's nothing below us. I know it's confusing, but you've been sick a long time, and it won't get better unless you let us help you.
No, you're lying. You want to hurt me, like everyone else. I'll do it alone. I've always been alone. I need the mask. That's the only way to fix this, so stay away.
Reina, there's no mask here. Isn't that right, Mai?
Yeah, of course. I don't know anything about a special mask at the shrine.
And Reina, Mai wouldn't lie about that, would she? There's no reason to hurt her if she doesn't know anything, right?
Quiet! Both of you! You're working together. That's it, right? I know it's here. Where's the mask? Where's the mask? Please, stop. I don't know anything about it. I don't. I swear. Please let me go.
Hey, we talked about this earlier, right? Violence only makes everyone nervous. People do silly things when they're nervous. I don't know about you two, but it's hard for me to focus clearly on an empty stomach, and I'm starving. Are you two hungry? And no, my favorite food is pizza. Hey, Mai, what's your favorite type of pizza?
Pizza? You know about, I don't know. I like margarita.
Well, it's a little boring, but it's a classic.
How about you, Reina?
What's your favorite pizza? I can get one brought for all of us. Much more pleasant way to talk than at opposite ends of a shrine, if you ask me.
Pizza? But what about the...
I promise we'll talk about all that stuff later. But first, pizza.
I like pizza too. Before. Not now.
Before? For what, Reina? Maybe you can tell me about it.
No. I don't want to talk about that. Besides, I can't eat. It makes me sick. Ever since that day. No. Stop thinking about it. Everyone.
This hurts. Like, emotionally hurts. I know it all seems impossible. You have many things to overcome before you get better. Yeah, knowing what happened and the dark connection behind everyone, a lot of this could have been avoided. The sickness of the mind can affect the body, and I bet once the doctors have a look at you, they can help with that too. Hey, you join us, right? What's your favorite pizza? Margarita, of course. You too? Seems to be all the rage. See? No one's out to get you, Rena. We'd all rather just go peacefully. So, I'll be honest. I do like a margarita pizza from time to time. But, if you ask me, the one pizza I could probably eat no matter what, just give me a plain cheese with a nice hot sauce.
Stop. I don't want to hear any more about that. Don't you understand? I won't stop until I get it.
What do you mean? Put that knife down, Rena, and then we can help you find whatever it is you're looking for.
No. I know what you're doing. That bitch knows. You're hiding it from me. But know this. But I know this is the right one. I can feel it here. And if she doesn't give it to me, I'm gonna make little Mike bleed.
Rena, listen to me. I'm sure if Mai knew anything about this mask, she'd tell you.
No, her, the one next to you. You said she was a friend. Why would you lie? I can hear them. I can see them all around her. Shadows, voices.
You mean Ito? She doesn't know anything about this, Rena. You're a little scared of her, and that fear is playing into your sickness. You have to trust that what you see isn't there.
No, stop lying. You don't get it. It is real. She's seen it. But why? Why is it awake? Why? Huh? What's that? Can you hear it? Sounds like it's down there. No. Get back! Can't you hear it? Oh God, make it stop. You said it could help me, so make it stop. Please make it stop. Please.
Rena, look at me. I should have probably done the mask, but we're going for a specific ending right now. We're in this together. I don't see anything. There's nothing there. You're sick, remember? I know how real it seems, but it's not. Don't look at her. Look at me. I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm saying it to help you. Wait, hang on. My D&D server just pinged. One moment. I got a message from the D&D server and I wanted to put in my 2 cents about something.
No one wants to help me.
That's not true. I wouldn't have followed you all the way out here if I didn't.
You came here for me? Really?
That's right. Things don't have to be like this. You're young. It's not too late to be happy.
Happy? But I don't deserve it. I'm sick. You said I was sick. I'm broken. That's why it won't let me rest. There's something wrong with me.
We're all broken, but that doesn't mean we can't put ourselves back together. Sometimes we just need a little help.
It's not real. No, it can't be. But what if you can't fix me?
I'll do everything I can. First, you need to drop the knife. Mai isn't involved.
It has to be a trick. But I don't want to be alone all the time. I'm not going to hurt her, but stay back.
Thank you, Rena. That's all I needed to hear. Before that day, the possibility of using a gun on another human being never occurred to me. This dialogue feels very familiar to what I've been through before. In my mind, doing so was a failure as a detective, a sign that you hadn't thought the situation through, and all the other options had failed. The Ayami I knew wouldn't have pointed a gun at the girl, but suddenly as I stood under the cherry blossoms, that Ayami was replaced by someone else. So, I'm not going to bother voice acting her inner dialogue anymore. I was a passenger in my own body, looking on in horror as a woman identically began to squeeze the trigger. My thoughts were lost in the din of 1,000 terrified voices. I wish I could say I lost consciousness or didn't remember what I did, but that isn't true. I remember every moment, every second, every face that looked at me in horror at what I did. Yeah. Press any direction, any button to kill. Ito, what are you doing? Ito, put your weapon down. Don't do this. Cascade shots never reached my ears. The world I'd been in moments before no longer existed. There was a darkness. And it was only me, the girl, and a voice that told me to do one thing. So I did. As my finger pulled the trigger, Rena looked at me and smiled. I wonder why she smiled, knowing at the moment what was about to happen to her. It was as if she knew exactly what was happening to me. She looked at me right in the eyes as the bullet ripped through her skull. The smile had never left her face, even then. Alright, fine, I'm gonna lightly voice act it. I'm not gonna put too much strain into doing the voice acting right now. I'm gonna try to ease off, because I did a lot of extremes on the first run. Even after she died. Alright, we're back in the hospital now. Ayami? Wake up. Kasuki? Do you remember? Huh? Remember what? Your dream. You kept talking in your sleep, repeating the same thing over and over again. Does it ring a bell? Dreams are kind of pesky like that, I guess. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I remember the feeling it gave me. It felt so cold and afraid. I'm sorry I've worried you. Hey, Guardian, how you doing? I've worried you enough as it is. They're only dreams. What was I saying? Oh, it doesn't matter. Please, tell me. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I'll be coming back to dueling properly in December. Hoping to have some more matches with some of the regulars, and I hope you're coming back soon. I really would love to see you on the game board again. I don't know. It was strange. You kept shouting, "Stay out of the dark," like you were scared out of your mind. Must have been one hell of a nightmare. Do you really not remember any of it? I remember one thing. I remember seeing a door. Well, Miss Ito, my superiors have deemed you suitable for release. You may leave this afternoon. Don't forget your medication. I won't. Thank you for looking after me. Is something wrong? No, nothing. Can I ask you something? Well, Guardian, you don't need to do the dual disc. You can go for tabletop. Don't you ask me anything you haven't already. Shoot. Did anyone else besides myself visit you? I know there are a few other nurses on night shifts, and some of the other patients walk around sometimes. Besides you and Tanaka, I don't think I've seen much of anyone for the last few weeks. Why? Nothing. On the way out last night, I thought I heard you whispering to someone. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, I just happened to be passing by, and it's a bit unusual to hear a patient speaking that late at night. Sorry to scare you, I've been having some weird dreams lately. Tanaka says I was talking in my sleep. You don't understand. Whoever you were talking to, I swear I heard them whisper back. That's a glitch! Hey, you ready to go? Yeah. Hey, why the long face? We should be celebrating. At this rate, things will be back to normal in no time. No, Kazuki, they won't. Things will never be the same. Oh, right. I'm on a new playthrough, so I don't have the control questions in the hospital anymore. I'm on New Game Plus. Man, part of me wants to... It was inevitable that things would end up this way. They always have. Part of me wants to, like... No, it's fine. It's fine. I've got a different plan. I'll keep going as is, but this guide is slightly useless now, at least for partial. At the very least, once we loop back to the apartment, I should be able to still get the lost ending. And that is going to be dark AF. It always starts with the man I love being killed in front of me. One way or another, his blood always is on my hands. Okay. So, wait. That's new. He gave me this fossil the day we first met. It still looks like an ordinary stone to me. As I turn it over in my hands, memories from that day leap into my mind. The scent of cherry blossoms and the wind fills my nostrils. After the first station I was ever assigned to. It's a beautiful cherry tree that people said was over 70 years old. This is a psychological horror point-and-click adventure game. It is not for the faint of heart, and you're about to find out why. Everyone used to ignore it when they passed, but I always thought it was special somehow. I found myself looking up at it that day. Its blossoms like fluffy pink clouds.
In my section, everything was hectic, and no one made time for a newbie like me. I was hungry for more challenging assignments, but my seniors always brushed me aside or gave me busy work. So sometimes, bored and lost, all I had left to do was go outside and take a deep breath and look up at the cherry tree. Then he showed up right in front of me.
So, this is your former partner as a detective, and your former romantic partner, and in the plot of the game, you are unable to prevent their death.
He carried a small hammer, a brush, and a flashlight in his gloved hands. I wondered if he was with forensics, but he was wearing a suit. He stood silently, studied the tree for a long time. Then suddenly, he shoved both his arm and whole head into a tree hollow. My presence didn't seem to put him off at all. All I could do was stand there, speechless, as this weirdo rooted around.
Yeah, and the first ending, the lost ending, you are supposed to do an action of taking your medication, and then you do it 10 times. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, sir, are you?
Ha, got it.
Abruptly, he popped his now dirt-covered face out of the tree, gripping something in his hand. He looked at me with a big grin.
See this? I can't pronounce that.
What now, Fossil?
There used to be these thousands of them during the Cretaceous period, when Japan was nothing but an ocean. Pretty cool, right?
Who is this guy? Despite the suit, his childlike smile didn't seem where it belonged to a detective. But something told me he wasn't a civilian popping in to file some sort of report either.
Hey, Buck, how you doing?
Right, okay, I'll bite. What exactly is a fossil doing in a tree?
My guess it was in the mud first, and the tree just happened to grow over it. I felt it when I was out here a few days ago, but I needed to borrow some tools to get it out.
After his brief explanation, he shoved the fossil into my hands. It didn't look like much more than a dirty stone to me.
You're the newbie, right? Here, a gift for all your hard work.
Huh? Thanks, I guess. Hey, wait! Before I could say anything more, he was off. As I was about to round the corner back towards the station, he turned back and shouted,
Hey, newbie! I found all kinds of cool things around there. Don't tell anyone about my secret spot, okay?
He put his finger on his lips and disappeared. I was taken aback and any reply I had for the man firmly lodged in my throat. Later, when I went back to my desk, I searched for... I can't pronounce it. Nothing, not a single page. I thought I misheard him, so I tried every variation I could think of. Shells, Japan, Cretaceous period, nothing resembling the word came. It came up.
Ugh. Blech. So this is content that was exclusive for the Switch and PlayStation remaster. Unfortunately, the PlayStation version is gone, and luckily I have the physical cartridge for the Switch.
What the hell is this? Finding the name of the fossil was irrelevant, and I had a new mission. I wanted to find out what I could about this strange detective who had given it to me. My first impressions of Kosuke were of an utterly hopeless weirdo. Who'd have thought we ended up living together?
Alright. Time for the lost ending.
The pills the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kosuke left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them. For your sake. The doctor said if I keep taking my medication, things will get better.
Oh, so repeated use of the pills give you diminishing returns. Oh boy.
It doesn't matter how many of these stupid things I take. The world doesn't make any more sense.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable. That sends a bad message to kids if they aren't careful. Yeah, Guardian, I don't remember what rating this game got. Give me a moment. It is available on Android for free if you have a Crunchyroll account. Da, 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 da. Give me a moment. I can't remember like what rating it got. Yeah, it is an M-rated game. Visions, hallucinations, they told me they would stop, but they're still there. I can't concentrate. Okay. Yeah, that's a yikes. What am I doing? None of it matters. Nothing changes. So this is a colossal risk reward. You can definitely improve your sanity rating, and eventually it's a minimal impact on your investigation score. But again, you risk full overdose. It all depends on how much you're willing to put into it on your spin. For a long time, I took meds for Kazuki's sake, but he's gone, and it was my fault. I let him die. You were so close to having a life together, so close to being happy. My pain, my joy, I wanted to share it all with you, Kazuki. But I let you down. Failed you. I'm not quite sure if that plus 10 was a glitch. I've been noticing some minor glitches in this game. Nothing's getting better. Nothing's going to change. I wake up and I don't know what's real anymore. I failed. I can't lose control again. I can't. I don't want to hurt anyone else. I'm so afraid of going crazy. I want it to stop. I want my life back. As somebody who has been this depressed once before in their life, I know for a fact it's not, but I do know the discussions about mental health, they hit very close to home. I think I read somewhere, because I did back this on Kickstarter, I think I read somewhere that part of the discussion was talking with a real police psychiatrist. Don't quote me on that, though. Were we ever happy? Or was that an illusion, too? I just want to forget about it all. Feeling drowsy. So, on any other playthrough, if I wasn't intentionally going for the lost ending, I might actually take this many pills and then stop. And then come back and try it at a later point. But we're going for it. I'm sorry, everyone. I couldn't do it alone anymore. Kazuki, I'm coming to see you.
Ayami? Hey? Are you alright? I heard a crash. Can you hear me? Sorry, it's unlocked, so... Oh god, are you okay? Get up! Ayami, get a grip, wake up, please! Please wake up! Wait here, I'll get help.
Oh, man, that hurts. I'll hand it to Cherry Mochi Studios. They know how to make an uncomfortable game. Even though it's overall, like... I mean, yeah, of course it took a dark turn of events, Guardian. But yeah, if you go to the wiki and look up its critical reception, a lot of people say that the game falls short in a couple of aspects. I can see where some people would say that in terms of like its overall gameplay. While we go through the credits, I really quick want to read something out from the wiki. It got mixed to average reviews according to the Metacritic scores. It got mixed to average reviews according to the Metacritic scores. Matthias Glanz Adventure Games said that, quote, although falling short of its full potential, Tokyo Dark tells an intriguing mystery story and nicely integrates elements of both Western and Eastern cultures, combining point-and-click adventure-style exploration and simple puzzles with visual novel-length conversations and multiple endings, some more satisfying than others. There could be some hard-to-ignore faults, but the experience is fun, from Destructoid. But yeah, a lot of people say that the spin system didn't live up to its like its full potential, which is the monitoring of your stats. I have no idea if the monitoring of your stats actually does anything anymore in this game. I believe this is the same as the previous ending we got. Yeah, it's the exact same ending. Guardian, if you're interested, outside of a very terrible glitched preservation, over on my VOD, I've got a full Let's Play of this and a couple other games. And you remember how to get there through my link tree, right? Yeah, it's the same dialogue the from the first time that we did a blind playthrough. All right. Okay. We are going to ignore the broken memories we collected. We are now officially using the full playthrough 1 walkthrough. And with all of the various load saves that we have, and the playthrough 2 walkthrough. Yep, we're starting it. We're starting brand new. Where? How? I feel right for lines between my life and place. Important perhaps quickly, but they did. So important searching for. Yeah, it's the same dialogue from the first loop. Alright, so we. Yeah, we have to do it every time to pick up the badge. Where are you? We've been trying to reach you for 20 minutes. I guess that means you've heard about this phone? Yes, like you told me. My way to Shinjuku now. I can't wait for the uniforms to miss their chance. We've narrowed down the GPS signal to a back alley in the east part of the town. You're the only detective I trust that's near it. That said, I'd be an idiot not to send a team behind you. Lucky for us, it doesn't look like it's moved in the last 40 minutes. What's your ETA? I should be there in about 10 minutes. How long until your team arrives? At this rate, they're about 20 minutes behind you. You know, I have no idea what you're walking into, so no heroics. Find the phone, discover what you can about how it got there, and then report straight back to HQ. Understood? Yes, sir. I know this one's been especially tough for you. He's your partner, and I understand that you want to be the one to bring him home. But, well, are you going to be okay being back in the field? I know it's been a while since the incident, so you can't blame me for being a little hesitant. Remember to keep an eye on your spin attributes from time to time by pressing Y. I'm taking a big risk by trusting you with this, you know. We can't have another repeat of Kamakura. I'm fine, sir. Everything under control. I'll report in once I find the phone. Behind the pleasantries is the finest day that Yukimura still doesn't trust me to be on my own. The day Kazuki went missing, the uniforms completely ruined the crime scene. There's no way I'll let that happen again. Hold on, Kazuki. I'll be there soon. Alright, so we're back at Broken Memories. We're going to save to Memory 1. I've done this already, but I'll do it again. 5 days ago, my partner Detective Kazuki vanished after leaving police HQ. There was no sign of him. We had no leads. For one of the most popular series, really simply disappeared. It is until an hour ago his phone was seriously switched on. Tracing it led me here, to this grimy road on the east side of Shinjuku. Nothing good ever happens in this part of town. Alright, so we are going to run to the Butterfly Club. We're going to talk to Mio, the hostess. Detective Ito, I'm Detective Ito of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. I'd like to ask you a few questions. It's not the cop on you, the minute you stepped in through the door. Yeah, sure, ask away, but make it quick. It usually starts getting busy around now. We ask about Tanaka.
Have you seen this man within the last day or two?
Oh, is he some boyfriend of yours?
He's a cop and he's missing. Have you seen him or not?
A lot of cops pass through here,
But on that one I haven't seen. Listen, I've got paying customers, not a lot of free time, so you can either order a drink or you can go. This seems pretty cagey. She might open up after a drink. But then again, maybe not. We need to be careful here.
We order a drink.
Alright, I could afford to take a load off. I'll take a shot of whiskey on the rocks.
You serious?
Okay, most cops don't exactly order drinks out in the open.
Of course I take a -10 to professionalism, but that's the point.
Well, you did say we couldn't keep talking without a drink. I've had my drink, so get talking. What do you want me to say? Listen, lady, I don't own the place. I just work here. So if this is some sort of sting or something, leave me out of it. It's bad enough to have a mouth breathers like Goto over there chatting me up all night. Don't worry. It's sort of setup. Seems there's some bad things happening in this part of town tonight, that's all.
Bad things, huh? You a rookie?
No, not by a long shot.
Well, you sound like one. Bad stuff happens to you all the time.
Seems like every other day I'm hearing whispers of someone getting beaten or a scam going on. Anyone whisper to you tonight?
Nope.
As a matter of fact, they haven't, officer. Now, as stimulating this conversation was, I'm a lot of goodwill for tonight. Good luck, lady.
Alright. We're going to have to exit.
Detective of the Tokyo Metropolitan Department. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions?
No problem at all. You can call me Diza if you want.
I haven't done something wrong, have I? No, nothing like that. I was hoping you could help me, actually. Have you seen this man? Maybe sometime tonight?
Hold on. Mind if I take another peek at that picture?
Sorry. I don't think I've seen him after all. Are you positive?
Yeah, I definitely remember. You see, to be honest, business hasn't been so great.
So I haven't seen much of anyone lately, and I definitely remember a guy like that. Mostly I just sit here alone, wiping down the counter over and over again. I can't say I thought this is what I'd be doing as the owner of a bar in Shinjuku, you know. Not to mention, honest guys like me are being driven out of business around here. All the other places, like that hostess club up the street, are cutting corners. I'm sorry to hear that, Daiso. I've got one more question, if that's okay. You have a pretty good view of the alley from here. Seen anything unusual out there tonight?
Unusual? Now that you mention it. When I went out back before, I thought I heard a ringing sound coming from inside one of the dumpsters. Just kept ringing and ringing.
Speaking of rings, I had to pawn my wedding ring to pay for this month's rent. If my wife hears about that the next thing, the dumpster might be me. Alright.
Okay. We're going to do some very hard stuff. We're gonna shoot the lock.
I can't believe that worked. Wait, Ayami, what are you doing? I can't use my gun like that in public. Good thing no one saw me. That must be it. Filthy paper bag surrounded by a swarm of flies. The ring is coming from inside. I'll need to fish it out and take a closer look.
Okay, so open the bag.
Embedded in the gruesome red mass is Kazuki's phone. As I slide the phone out, I'm overwhelmed by the smell of rotting meat and the buzzing of flies. Hello? Who is this? Oh, you finally picked up. I knew you would eventually. It's been a long time, Ayami-chan. How do you know my name? Where's Tanaka? Where are you keeping him? Shh, Ayami-chan. Tanaka's right here with me in the sewer. Come down here. There's something I want you to see.
Yeah. Leave the bloody bag for the police.
Once Yukimura's backup sees this, a forensics team won't be far behind. I'll make sure they don't miss it so it can be properly
Analyzed properly. Why did I flip those words in my brain? Yeah, no. Guardian, this game gets super dark. In the first ending we uncovered, you're technically free of the worst part of the stuff that's going on in the background, but Ito quits the force after 6 months. And it is like one of the most unsatisfying endings. We go back to Daizo's bar. Access to sewer.
Sorry to bother you again, Daizo, but do you know anything about the storm drain at the end of the alley?
Now, Royce Detective, now that you mention it, and you might not believe me, but I swear I saw a fat guy in a suit climbing out of there a few days ago along with some girl. He's kind of infamous around here, probably at one of the hostess clubs as usual. Maybe at the Butterfly Club? Hopefully he'll stay there. Anyway, that storm drain's bad news if you ask me. I'd steer clear of it.
Have you seen anyone around here carrying a bucket of red paint?
Huh? Hey, no, I guess not. I mean, I wasn't really looking for it, I guess. Oh, why do you ask?
I noticed a couple of red marks near the sewer. Hopefully it's nothing.
Okay, well, I'll keep an eye out and make sure to let you know if I see anything. Talk to Goto about the sewer. And we're gonna threaten the fuck out of him.
Excuse me, I've got a witness who says someone fitting your description has entered the storm drain at the end of the street before. Any chance that was you?
No, you talking to lady?
Don't play dumb with me. I know you've been in that sewer. Tell me how you get in. Now.
Hey, you are. I don't care what some asshole said about me, lady.
I know you take women in there, and if you want to leave this bar with the necessary parts to be with one again, I'd suggest you start talking.
Sorry about the misunderstanding. There's a shrine in that sewer. I go down there to do stuff.
I don't remember asking you what you do down there. I ask how you get down there. Now start talking.
Alright, leave me alone. There's a trick to opening the gate. Twist the leftmost bar to the right, and the one next to it's left, and then they come off. Then you can crawl inside. There, you happy now? Now just leave me alone.
Oh, what the hell? My tablet crashed. And now I have to do the authentication. Okay. Enter the drain. Oh, no. Okay, so we're basically ignoring everything. We're going to look at the well. It's a gamble, but I could try getting down there barehanded. It's got to be something around here I can use to climb down more safely, though. We don't. We jump for it. And that's going to cause a negative. Can really use a rope or something, but no time to waste. Here goes nothing. Okay, so we are now on a Broken Memories screen. We're going to use Memory Spot 2.
Now, we need to be very careful. Ugh. That took us a hit. So, what we're going to do... Okay, we have some timed events happening. And it's Rena again. Rena, to think I'd find you down here, it's impossible. No, not impossible. I knew she'd be here. I always knew. There's Kazuki, just like she promised. His hands are bound in a crude, bloodstained sack's been draped over his head. Again. Again? I say it to myself like it's as ordinary as the sun rising. Inevitable. Kazuki, I wish I could see your face again. I wish I could save you, but there's nothing I can say that will make a difference. Tonight, I'll lose you. What am I saying? I've got a job to do. We do drop the knife. Please, drop that knife. Straight to business, huh? Not even a hello or a long time no see, Ayami-chan? It's been a while after all. I'm not drawing my weapons, so you have no need for yours. I only want to talk. You do? How cute. You hear that, Tanaka? She wants to talk. That's right. We can work something out. No one's to get hurt. Don't worry, Tanaka. I'll get you out of here. No, get out of here. Please run. Shh, that's enough out of you. You stay nice and quiet until the girls are done talking. You go on, talk. I'm waiting. Not so easy when the knife is pointing towards someone you care about instead of some random girl, is it? I'm not falling for it. You're not the same girl. That girl's dead. Oh, she is. Well, gee, if I had known that, I would have saved me a lot of trouble. I think this is the same dialogue that we did the last loop. You keep looking at my knife. What, you don't like it? It's so pretty. No one has to get hurt. No, someone always has to get hurt. Besides, I don't want to hurt Ayami-chan. No. I never want to hurt Tanaka, but I have to, don't you see? It's the only way. Shh. Do you hear that? Voices, whispers. It's a lot like Kamakura, isn't it, Ayami-chan? It worked, right? Now Tanaka will be able to come with me to the dark. Things will be different this time. He'll help me find the door, and everything will change. I won't be alone anymore. And guess what? Good news! We don't need you anymore. No one needs a nasty woman like you. Tanaka says you don't hate me. That what you did in Kamakura wasn't your fault. But I know better. No. I don't want to think about those things. I don't like it. Let's change the subject. Say bye-bye to Tanaka. He's coming with me. Faced with the impossible, my mind raced in every direction to come up with a logical explanation. The clothes, the hair, the mannerisms were all the same, but I still didn't believe it at first. It was when she mentioned the voices that my defenses began to wear down. Excuse me. There's no way she could have known about that. I left it on our reports. Kazuki and I didn't talk about it. I'm 90% sure this is exactly identical to what I did last night. But you know what? Part of me doesn't care. I began to accept that girl I faced weirdly was the same girl. As I saw the glint of the blade, the smell of cherry blossoms began to mix with the stink of the rancid sewage. And my command to drop the knife only tightened her grip on its handle, and it inched closer and closer to Kazuki's throat. If I planned on keeping him safe, I had to think of something fast. Okay, attempt arrest. Tanaka, push back, do it now. That's the same thing that we did last night. Practice the art killing. Yeah, part of. See you later, Guardian. Parole without consent. Yeah, that's the exact same dialogue from last night. Kazuki would knock them down and give us enough time to take control of the situation. No matter what plans Mr. Kaken and give them a moment to turn the tables. Just got playing as soon as I shouted, spring into action. Pushing back, we drove his full weight against the girl's chest. For an instant, I felt myself relax. That my heart sang. She was a distraction, so coming to the was better than the. Yep. Dripping rain. It's all the same dialogue from last night. So I am gonna just like quickly get through this. Then we're back to 6 months earlier. Part of me wants to call it a night early. With how uncomfortable the bad ending made me feel. To hell with it. Let's go for a little longer. We'll do the laptop. Kazuki, yeah, it's the shrine that we did earlier, so we'll speed through this part again. I'm sorry. Talk to the cat. Yeah, Go to the bedroom. Pick up the cat toy. Go to the living room. Play with the Maneki Neko. You want to come in? I want to drop this off first. So that's a distinct odor. Each filling recipe. Creamy curry donuts. Yeah. Yumi's dialogue. It almost always seems without consequence. Unconsequential. That's what I'm trying to find the words for. Yeah, almost all this dialogue feels identical the first run around with Yumi. I don't know why I remember it in such detail.
Hey.
Yeah, it's the yeah, the scene's almost identical. I could have skipped, but just in case. Yeah, it's the same. From playthrough 1 and playthrough 2, even though technically this is anyway. I'm wording good, I swear, but why the hell is my cursor exploding all over the place? We'll save here at memory 3. And they actually have the cat locations in this guide. Okay, so we're going to run all the way until we look under the bridge. Something floating over, I don't want to disturb it. Then run left of the cherry tree, just left of the brown door at the Kawana residence to take obtain cherry branch. This is long enough to fish the object out of the water. Run left to the train station building or the tent pole. Near the telephone pole. How? Okay. The small dumpster. They are so hard to see. If I didn't have this guide, there's no way in hell I would be finding the Maneki Neko cats lying around the world. We use the branch for the train pass. We'll skip the dialogue with Megara again. Well, not skip, but... Yeah, talking about my... For now, thanks, yeah, okay. It doesn't change at all. Okay. I am going to... check one thing real quick. I'm going to save that for later. Sorry, getting a little bit distracted with organizing my tabs on my tablet because... Okay, we're going to look in. We knock. We run right to trigger the scene. Enter. Okay, we had the mask trigger. We found the other cat. Excuse the intrusion. Enter again. Miss Kawana? My, you have this fine. Huh? Yeah, it's the same dialogue that we just went through earlier this evening. I wish there was an easier way to skip, like, the mini cutscenes. The animation, specifically. Are you alright? Yeah, No matter what, find me, Pete. Pardon me, the moment that changed everything. Yep, it's the exact same. Exact same. We exit... Wave of sickness. Yep, we've been through this before. Okay, we're going to go to the shrine. It's going to automatically trigger another Broken Memories. And we'll use slot 4. Okay. Yeah, we're... okay, interesting, interesting. I just read ahead in the guide. We're pretty much going to do the exact same thing that we did for these timed events. So we'll speed run through all of this that we did before. I apologize for doing that. Walk to trigger the scene. Tanaka, everything to who she blah, blah, blah. See, trick you, Ito. Introduce yourself. Hey, your name's Rena, right? Yeah? Hi, Rena. My name is Ayami. I'm a friend. Please help me. You're not my friend. You don't know anything about me. I don't trust her. Keep back. You won't take more step. Promise. You know, my partner's a lot smarter than me. Maybe I should tell her what you told me about the voices, the dark. Yep. After all that, it's identical to what we encountered earlier. We go down the conversation about pizza. We do the margarita, of course. Same dialogue as earlier in the run. We let Tanaka handle it. Advance, 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 advance. Hang on, I'm uncapping my Gatorade. Yeah, we do the passenger in the body dialogue. The counter is infinite, but we do the kill. And bang. Right, I keep forgetting about that. That takes so long to load. Ha! I can't believe I almost missed that. At least on my other turnarounds. You see, I didn't even realize what I was looking for when I was doing the first playthrough, but now I know. So we have the conversation with the nurse. And Tanaka. Yeah, okay. So we could literally just speed run this entire dialogue. It's the same one that we did earlier before we did the lost ending. Ow. And we're going to skip this part. Okay. We're going to... Interesting. Alright. We're going to look at the laptop. Read the report. Sometimes we know what really has to do with reality. No one calls me. I care more about the investigation from the internet than for the people at the station. Maybe they're right. Maybe there was no girl, no bag, no phone call. It'd be easier that way. No, that's too simple. People always close their eyes when they see things they don't understand. They try to explain the way the monster under the bed, and even when they can hear it breathing in their ear. Not me. I've got to keep it together, figure out what really happened, even if it breaks me. We ignore our pills, apparently, for now.
Hello, little one. Sometimes I wonder what it's like you see when you dream. Or when you look at it when you're all alone. Maybe you can hear him. Sometimes I do too when it's dark. When I hear a whisper, I think it's him. But there's nothing there. Don't worry, I'll bring him back. We'll all be together soon. I honestly have no idea which ending we're going for. Do we look at the stone at all? I don't think we do. So we go to the bedroom now. I've been spending too much time in this room lately. Memories of that night always come flooding back whenever I do. Sometimes I think I can hear his voice just beyond the door. That will open when I see him. The last few weeks will just be a bad dream. But it's no dream. He's gone. I don't know what hurts more, the fact that he's gone, or the way that it happened, taken by a girl who shouldn't exist. Raina, that was her name. I remembered a few days after the sewer, but kept it to myself. At the debriefing, they had words. I'm good at them, I swear. At the debriefing, they had me talk to the station psychiatrist, and one look from her was enough to figure out what everyone else must be thinking. The police reports, the press, no one's mentioning the girl. But I saw what I saw. She came back, then maybe. If I could only get some time to collect my thoughts and investigate the scene myself, I'm sure I could find something to prove she was there. I doubt they'll let me anywhere near it, though, at least for now. One way or another, I'll find the truth. We return to the living room and answer the door. Hey, I brought you some dinner. Thanks, Yumi. You didn't have to do that. You need to eat something, neighbor. Can't just sit around all day, right? I know that. It's alright. You don't have to thank me. I don't know good with this stuff. But Ayami, I'm really sorry about Kazuki. I know that he meant a lot to you, and that I didn't know him very well, but... Enough! You don't know what I saw, Yumi. No one believes me. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry I snapped at you. I guess it's all been a bit much. You know, I've been wondering about those earthquakes. That was a big one, huh? I'm sorry I didn't mean to upset you. I just know we're not the best of friends. I think I'm just worried is all. Sorry, Yumi. That's my phone. Work again? It's like they know when we're talking. Yeah, maybe. I have to take this in. Yumi, thanks for the food. Anytime. Ito here. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't call sooner. I need you to come to the station as soon as you can. What's this about? It'd be easier if we talked in person. See you soon. So we're on Broken Memories again. We'll be using slot number 5. So, you know, even though I want to go further in the playthrough, I don't think I can right now. So, with all of that being said and done, and we are now on the path to cause ourselves mass levels of insanity, I'm going to call it here. And I look forward to figuring out more of the alternate endings than what we got next time